Hello and welcome to Everything Explained. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a question you've probably felt before. Why do art styles change over time? If you've ever walked through a museum and stood in front of a painting, you might notice that looks from one century to the next feel almost like different weather. The styles, the choices, the subjects, all shift as life shifts. In this episode, we'll untangle the big forces that drive those changes, and we'll drop in some familiar examples to show how it works in practice. Think of technology, economy, and politics as the wind that blows through art. New tools open up new possibilities. In the Renaissance, artists learned to simulate space with perspective because patrons wanted to show control and order in a recovering world. Later, Baroque painters leaned into drama and movement, the lighting, the diagonals, the sense of moment, partly to lift spirits in a time of upheaval. Then in the 18th century, Rococo painted playful, ornate scenes for royal rooms, while neoclassicism returned to balance and moral stories, a response to Enlightenment ideals. The point is not that artists suddenly forgot how to paint. It's that the social mood and the way people gathered in rooms to see art changed what subjects felt important and what techniques felt appropriate. Next comes technology and materials. The invention of tubes of paint in the 1840s, the rise of photography, and the growth of city life, these shift what painters can and want to do. Impressionists like Monet and Renoir started painting outdoors, catching fleeting light. They were also reacting to the blunt realism of photography by choosing color and brushwork to convey sensation rather than every detail. Artists also change because they want to experiment, their artistic hunger pushing them past boundaries. Post-impressionists like Van Gogh and Gauguin pushed color and symbol beyond natural likeness. They weren't rebelling so much as asking, what does painting feel like when we show how we see? That question opened doorways to pointillism, then to the wild geometry of Cubism. Patrons, critics, and schools matter. In Paris, the salons and later private galleries shaped what counted as serious art. A new style could rise or fall on a wave of public taste, so artists learned to balance novelty with accessibility. The same engine still hums today. Audiences seek meaning, authority figures codify it, and markets carry the signals across continents. Institutions, schools, academies, exhibitions guide how styles are taught and shared. The camera emergence didn't erase painting, but it changed what painting promised to do. If a photograph can capture reality, painters began to emphasize mood, memory, and interpretation. Printmaking, lithography, and later digital media broadened who could make art and how it could travel. Style cycles are a lot like fashion cycles. A look becomes familiar, then the room wants something new. What was chic can feel old once the next trend arrives, and sometimes a past style returns with a twist. Let's zoom through a few milestones. Renaissance gave way to Baroque with more drama and light. In the 19th century, Impressionists turned to outdoor scenes, everyday life, and shimmering color. Their indirect approach invited viewers to participate in the moment. Cubism fractured form by showing multiple viewpoints. Surrealism invited the non-rational, dream logic into galleries. After World War II, abstract expressionism in the United States placed paint and gesture at the center of meaning. Then pop art turned everyday culture into art, blurring the line between high and low culture. More recently, street art and digital art expand the canvas beyond galleries, bringing art into streets, apps, and web spaces. Global influences and globalization have never been more visible. Japanese woodblock prints helped reshape Western painting in the 19th century. African masks influenced modernists. Today, artists work across borders in a web of influences, manga, street murals, global media, and that exchange keeps pushing styles to look new. Now technology keeps accelerating the pace. Digital images, 3D printing, virtual reality, and AI-based tools let artists experiment in hours what once took years. Myriad platforms, online galleries, social media, streaming, meme tastes can shift overnight as memes and trends spread. So why do styles change? Because life changes. Our tools, our ideas, our conflicts, and our dreams are always in motion. Art style is the conversation between people, the materials they have, and the questions that demand answers. When a culture looks at the world differently, the way it shows that world in pictures changes along with it. So when you walk into a gallery next, let the atmosphere guide your eyes as much as the composition. The future of art is just the next painting you haven't seen yet.